got questions about money? Well, we have the man to answer those questions, Jeffrey Levine from Buckingham. Jeffrey, welcome back to another episode of Ask the Hammer.
Hey, Bob. Good to be with you today.
I think I have a layup for you right now. I can't even imagine what
I'm gonna get ready
know
to slam dunk it.
Slam dunk. It's like the NBA All-Star game with the slam dunk contest. All right.
Well, look at the two of us. I mean, when people look at us, they just think basketball players for sure.
I think, yeah, ticket holders maybe. All right. It's an easy one. Do I really need a financial plan?
Do I really need a financial plan?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Everyone needs a financial plan. If you're not planning, what are you doing? Right? It's like getting in a car and just driving aimlessly with nowhere to go. Of course you need a financial plan. A financial plan is a guide. Now, a lot of times, what you don't need a 150-page document that lays out every projection under the sun that ends up sitting on your bookshelf and never gets used ever again. That is kind of the old way of looking at a financial plan, like the thing, the document. Today, more proactive planners, more progressive planners are looking at planning as a living, breathing thing. You do your best today based on the information that exists today with the knowledge that tomorrow it's going to look different. But if you don't start out in the right direction, it makes course corrections much more difficult down the line. So yes, of course, look, everyone can benefit from a financial plan. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of debt. You don't have to have a lot of assets. You have important goals to you. Everyone pretty much has goals. It's about figuring out how best to achieve them. Now, financial plans are not magic. They're not going to increase your income by themselves. They're not going to take a $10 bank account and make it $10 million overnight. But what do? They help you visualize your North Star, figure out where you're trying to head, and then figure out the best path there today based on what's going on in your life today, in the markets today, in the economy today, with your family today. All of these things and so many more mesh together to help you create the optimal plan.
All right. So quick follow-up. It doesn't have to be 100 pages, but does it need to be comprehensive? Does it need to look at income taxes, insurance, estate planning, employee benefits, et cetera, education planning, retirement planning, et cetera?
Well, have to and should are probably two different things, right? I don't think it has to, particularly if there is a single area that you're concerned about, well, then you still want to get that addressed, right? I wouldn't let the fact that you don't want to deal with anything else stop you from addressing one really important question in your life. For instance, maybe you have no estate planning documents whatsoever. Well, you may not want to have an investment plan. You may not want to look at your taxes, but doesn't mean you should stop looking at creating an estate plan or making estate planning documents because you don't want to deal with those other things right now. Now, having said that, of course, looking at things in a comprehensive manner makes the most sense because, first of all, if you don't, there may be blind spots, right? You may have a situation where you weren't prepared for disability, but who knows when you're going to, God forbid, fall down the stairs or be in a car accident or things like that. Or maybe you have that well protected, but your investments were not appropriately diversified. Or maybe you did that, but you missed out on a great tax planning opportunity. You know, getting financial planning and getting to a great result is much less about making one or two really great decisions during your life. And often it's much more about making a lot of very good, very small decisions over time. But it's the cumulative impact of those many small decisions that ultimately produce the result that we're hoping for.
Yeah. Well, as people contemplate creating a financial plan, I know that there's one thing that they should plan on doing.
That's right. The result that we're hoping for is more questions in our inbox. So if you've got a question, give Bob and I a shout. Let us know your question by emailing us at askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. Again, that's askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. And Bob and I can't wait to see your questions in our inbox real soon.